Okay, I want to work the review for the Chapter 4 test over problems and problem solving. First one says we have 261 grams and we want to convert that to kilograms. So I'm going to work it up here. And what I said was, well, 261 grams, first of all, has 3 significant digits. So I want to make sure that my answer has 3 significant digits. And then I said 261 grams is my given. And I know that there are 1,000 grams in 1 kilogram. You're going to have to know K, H, DA, and then the unit of either meter or gram or liters. And then we're going to go to deci and centi and finally milli. And that'll be milligrams, millimeters, or millimeters, centigrams, centimeters, or centiliters, and so on. So you're going to have to know those. So as I go from here, grams to here, it takes 1,000 grams to make 1 kilogram. If I do the math there, 261 times 1 is 1. My grams cancel out. I divide by 1,000 and I get 0.261 kilograms. And that's the correct answer with the correct number of significant digits because this 0 right here is simply a placeholder. Simply a placeholder. So we did that one. Number 2 says 3 days to seconds. So 3 days. Now I know that 1 day has 24 hours. I know that 1 hour has 60 minutes. And I know that there is 60 seconds in 1 minute. So I've set it up so that everything will cancel out except for my final unit. Cancel. And now if you look at the math, I'm going to multiply 3 times 24. And then I'm going to multiply that answer by 60 and that answer by 60. And if I do that correctly, I'm going to get 259,200. Now, I feel like you could leave it that way because days are generally counted. And counted numbers have unlimited significant digits. But if that bothers you, you could also argue that I'm going to round it off to the correct number of significant digits, and in doing that, I would go with, okay, that 2 won't change the 9, but the 9 will change the 6 will change the 2, and I would go with 3 times 10 to the 5th seconds. And I know that has to be a 5 because I'm going to move my decimal from here all the way to there. So that would be 5 places that I moved it. And now my number of significant digits here corresponds with here if you believe that this is a measured quantity. I think it's a counted quantity, so I would go with unlimited, but that's just me. All right, 9,474 millimeters. I want to convert that to centimeters. And I know that 1 centimeter, according to this chart, is 10 millimeters. So I'm going to divide 9,474 by 10. That will allow me to get the correct answer. My correct answer is 947.4 centimeters. I have 4 significant digits, so my answer needs to be 4 significant digits. You could also work it as 9,474 millimeters. And you could go back to meters and say there's 1,000 millimeters, there's 1,000 millimeters in 1 meter. And then you could do another step and say, well, I'm in meters, now I want to go to centimeters, so 1 meter is 100 centimeters. And that'll work exactly the same way, and you'll get the exact same answer. Doesn't really matter which way you pick. All right, I'm going to work number 4 down here, and then we're going to clear the board and go on. So 0.73 kiloliters. That has 2 significant digits. I want to go to liters. I know that 1 kiloliter, right here, has 1,000 liters. So that will cancel my kiloliters. I'm going to multiply 0.73 times 1,000, and when I did that, I got 7.3 times 10 to the 2 liters. And what I actually got was this number right here, but that, and I can leave it like that because that's only 2 significant digits, but don't put a decimal there because as soon as you put a decimal there, it changes it to 3 significant digits. So if you want to leave it like that, that would work also. So either of those answers are just as correct. All right, I'm going to clear the board and we're going to move on to number 5. Number 5 says that I have some centigrams and I want to go to milligrams. So I'm going to take my 498.82, that's 5 significant digits, centigrams, and go to milligrams. Several ways you can do this. You can say that there are 10 milligrams for every 1 centigram. And if you do that, then you'll multiply your number, 498.82, by 10, and that will give you 4,988.2 milligrams. When I did it, I did 498.82 centigrams, and I went to grams, and I said there are 100 centigrams in a gram. And then I went from grams to milligrams, and I said that 1 gram was 1,000 milligrams. And you'll get the exact same answer. Because if you look at this, you're really taking 1,000 and dividing it by 100, and that would just give you the 10 like I had over here. So either way, it'll work. Okay, number 6, 175 pounds. And I want to go to kilograms, and I know that according to that conversion, which we will give you this conversion, don't try to memorize it, 2.2 pounds is the same thing as 1 kilogram. So if I multiply across, I get 175 times 1, and then I divide that number by 2.2. And when I did that, I got 79.5 kilograms, which is the correct number of significant digits. So I feel very good about that answer. All right. So let's clear those 2 off and we'll move on. Let's go to number 7. Okay, there's number 7, and it says 4.65 kilometers, 3 significant digits. I want to go to meters. 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters. So when I make that multiplication occur, I got 4,650, and that's 3 significant digits, so I know that I'm good there. Number 8, 22.4 kilograms per liter, so this is a 2-step. And I want, no, actually it's 1 because I'm going to keep my kilograms, and I want to go to kilograms per milliliter, so all I need to do is get rid of this liter, and I say, well, 1 liter is 1,000 milliliters, so that'll cancel. And I will have kilograms per milliliter. And when I divided that, I got 0.0224 kilograms per milliliter. Now be careful. This is 3 significant digits. This 0 right here and here are placeholders, so they don't count as significant digits. All right, we're going to clear those. We're going to go on to number 9. Okay, on number 9, oops, I didn't need that, sorry. On number 9, I have hate that color. Can't see it very well. 0.74 kilometers per minute. And I want to go to meters per second. So this is a double step. Get rid of either one first. It doesn't matter. I'm going to do the kilometers, but it doesn't matter at all. 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters. I need to go to centimeters, and I know that 1 meter is 100 centimeters. So I'm going to cancel those out, and then I need to get out of minutes and go to seconds, and I know that 1 minute is 60 seconds. So that will allow me to get centimeters per second, and when I did that math, I got 1,200 centimeters per second. And my significant digits are correct because there are 2 right here. These are placeholders, so I know I've done it correctly. Okay, so now I need to do 10,095 meters per second. I want to convert that into feet per hour, but I need a conversion, and it's down here. So I'm going to grab it and use it, 10,095, and that's 5 significant digits. And I want to go to feet per hour, so I'm going to get it out of meters, and I know that 1 meter is 3.28 feet. And I know that that gives me my feet. Now I want to go to, I can leave that in feet. All right, that's great. Now I want to get out of seconds and go to hours. So the first thing that pops in my head is 60 seconds is 1 minute. and then 60 minutes is 1 hour. So the math now is multiply that, times that, times that, times that, and divide by 1. So that's not any big deal. And the correct answer to number 10, I got 1.1920 times 10 to the 8th feet per hour. And I want to check my significant digits and make sure that I have 5. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it matches that 5, so I know I'm good there. All right. Let's go on to number 11, but I'm going to clear the board. Okay, number 11 says convert 8.41 grams per milliliter to kilograms per liter, and that's a two-step. So I'm going to say there's 1,000 milliliters for every 1 liter. That gets rid of that. And then I want to get rid of grams, and I'm going to say there's 1,000 grams in every 1 kilogram. So that'll get rid of my grams. But this 1,000 in the top cancels this 1,000 in the bottom, so my answer is simply 8.41 kilograms per liter. And that was pretty painless. Okay, number 12. I'll do number 12, clear the board, and we'll stop for a minute. Okay, so number 12, I want to go 3.8 kilometers per second to miles per year. That's pretty long. So let's see if we can do that. First thing I want to do is get out of kilometers and go to miles. So I'm going to say that 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters. And then 1 meter is 3.28 feet. And then 5,280 feet. 5,280 feet is what I want right there. Is 1 mile. And I put MI so I don't get confused with meters. Get out of seconds, and I know that there are 60 seconds in 1 minute. Get out of minutes, there's 60 minutes in 1 hour. Get out of hours, 24 of them in 1 day. And then my year, I think I used 365 days in a year. I didn't worry about leap years. So those will cancel, 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 cancel. I have miles per year, so I know that's correct. The math is 3.8 times 1,000 times 3.28 times 60 times 60 times 24 times 365, and then that huge number gets divided by 5,280. And when I did that, I got 7.4 times 10 to the 7th miles per year. And I only wanted 2 sig digs because 3.8 only had 2 sig digs.